Have you ever heard of the term pursue and withdraw pattern when it
Yeah,
comes to relationships? It's the most common thing in relationships. You have that person who always want to talk about it. It's always like they bring, why you don't ever open up to me? Why you don't talk to me? Why we don't do this? Why we don't do that? Then you have the person withdrawing, like, why you always
yeah,
bring this stuff up? Boom, there goes the argument. Now
yeah.
we arguing about nothing.
That's
Now we
true.
arguing about nothing.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Therapy. I'm your host IMAC. Today we're talking about something every relationship goes through: disagreements. Today's episode is the art of arguing without breaking each other down. This episode will be getting at things like choosing communication over confrontation. Today I am joined by my bestie, my best friend, Tiara. You can come on in.
What's up, best friend?
She has her own
Ah,
podcast
chilling.
we call Talk with Tiara. She enjoys the emotional side of communications. Let her give her little intro real quick.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Like Kenny said, I am the emotional friend. I move off emotions. So I feel like today this conversation is gonna be really interesting. Me and my best friend usually have different outlook on things. We never talk deep about relationships. So let's see how this goes today.
It's gonna be interesting for sure. So
Most definitely.
what we're gonna be talking about how we're not trying to avoid arguments. We know arguments gonna happen, but we're learning how to argue without destroying each other, without talking bad, without. And like I said, when I seen it and I sent it to you, and I was like, you were the first person I thought of, and I was like, I need to have like a guest or two. So, and then when you chose the one you chose, I'm like, now she knows she got one of the smartest, sharpest mouths in the world, and this the one, it's the one you want to come on. But it's gonna be good to see.
And it's crazy. It's crazy because when you see my outlook on things, you'll see how much I've grown as a person by myself and in a relationship.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
learned
yeah,
some
for sure.
things and I'm ready to give my advice out to the people.
I shall about to say you've come a long way for sure, for sure, for sure. We both have though.
Most definitely.
So we'll go with we'll start off with common argument patterns. So you seeing the same cycle people get stuck in, like the trigger, the reaction, the defense, and then the shutdown. And then it just starts back over again. The same problem keeps happening over and over and over again. I can start off by saying I do well. Not as bad because I will express myself now, but the way I was, I was shut all the way down. Instead of having the vulnerable, embarrassing talk, I just be like, "Fuck," you know what I'm saying? Just would chill
I
out.
get you.
But nothing would ever get solved. And I would find myself, if I like decided to stay with the person, or even if I didn't with a whole nother person, I found the same situation coming up and I'm still doing the same thing.
Like, have you ever heard of the term pursue and withdraw pattern when it
Yeah,
comes to relationships?
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. I have went
And
through that.
and it's common. It's the most common thing in relationships. It goes on with everybody. Everybody deals with it. You have that person who always want to talk about it. It's always like they bring, why you don't ever open up to me? Why you don't talk to me? Why we don't do this? Why we don't do that? Then you have the person withdrawn, like, I don't want to talk about this right now. Why you always bring this stuff up? Then when stuff like that happen, boom, there goes the argument. Now
Yeah,
we arguing about nothing.
that's
Now we
true,
arguing about nothing.
true. And until it's talked about, until it's communicated, until the feelings have honestly been told, you know what I'm saying? That's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? You can't make that person feel the way you want them to feel. All you can do is tell them how you feel, how you think it should be handled, and let them make the decision. And that's the red and green flags. You know what I'm saying? Right there. You ain't gotta tell somebody. You just tell them how you feel, how it made you feel, and how you think they should do it, and how they react, how they talk, and their actions behind that will let you know what they really trying to do, man. every time.
Yeah, but people have to realize just because I bring an issue to you, I'm not attacking you.
Yeah, yeah, for
But
sure,
but
for
then you
sure.
got to make sure your person is not going unheard either. You don't want them to feel like they not being heard. And that's
Yeah,
where that loop come in at. That's where that loop it's gonna keep going. It's gonna be repetitive. Like you said, you deal with it over and over again. Even if you move to another relationship, you feel yourself in that same cycle. It's that loop because you got the person pursuing and you got the person running.
all right, so you would say so you would say pursue and withdrawal would be one of the most common argument patterns that you see in couples. Okay.
Most definitely, most definitely.
So why would you say they repeat that same thing? Because like we said, they're not having those real conversations where they're
They're not
expressing,
having that conversation. They're
they're
not talking about it.
shutting down before, and then just 2 days later, you hungry? Yeah, yeah. I mean, about
And
four.
and there it go.
Yeah, they gone. You know what I'm saying?
Because one person is shutting down, like one person is like blowing it off, and then the other person is like shutting down. Now they resenting, like you not hearing them. They feeling some type of way. They might leave it alone for that moment, but it's gonna be something else that's gonna trigger them. That's gonna bring that argument back up. Well, you wasn't listening to me when I said this the other day,
Yeah, yeah.
and there goes that loop.
That's me.
There goes that loop.
And I will say, with me, I let a because I'm real nonchalant, so I let a lot of things go. You know what I'm saying? And then it's almost like, but in my head, I'm thinking like, just like I know what just happened. I could have, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because we almost took it there, and then I was like, you know what? It ain't worth it. We can just keep doing. But then it happened two more times, or even I do something similar, and you want to call me out for that. I'm like, well, bro, for 3 days, I was just, you know what I'm saying? So I'm that type that'll spaz out like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I used
But
to be like that, but I done got to the point where I try to think more. I
yeah,
try to put myself in the other person's shoes, like about how they might feel in that situation. And I find myself trying to I listen to understand, not to talk. Like a
yeah,
lot of times we listen to argue. We listen to have something to say back. But I listen to understand what my person is going through, what my person is saying, like, and if I don't understand, I'm gonna ask questions like, what are you saying? Like, what are you needing from me? Like, what do you need me to do? Like, forget all that other stuff. Forget the arguing. Forget
yeah,
all that. What do you need from me?
yeah, yeah.
And it
Facts.
helps. Like, it helps. And that pursuing withdrawal pattern, it starts to disappear when you actually listen to understand and you actually be your person's listening ear instead of like that wall. Like we put up a wall against our people because we've been hurt so much in the past that we're scared to let our person have 100% of us, and now they're fighting against our past. It's
Yeah,
not fair. Why
it's
get
fact.
in a relationship with somebody if you gonna make your person fight against your past because of what somebody else did? They didn't do that to you,
That's
and they
true.
didn't show signs of doing it to you.
That's true. That's most definitely true. So, like you were saying a few minutes ago, it would be the tone, the timing, and the ego affect outcome. You know what I'm saying? How you say it, when you say it, and you know what I'm saying, the way that you say it to them. You know what I'm saying? So I would say
Right.
that's the big thing. That's I want to say that's what me and you have grown a lot in. You know what I'm saying? Especially me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. You're talking about especially you. I don't know. I think it's me.
Because I'm an
I
ass.
think I.
So I know a lot of my tone that I tell people is condescending. You know what I'm saying? So like
Mhm.
it known that. You know what I'm saying?
And I know I got a smart mouth. Like
Yeah.
my remarks be so slick, and I have to catch myself now. And like, and all it is like a moment. Like I have to take 3 seconds to think about what I'm about to say, or
Yeah.
how I'm about to say it, or even if I need to be saying anything at this time. Because if my person is already up here,
Yeah.
sometimes it's just better if I don't say anything because they might take what I say or how I say it the wrong way. Let
Yeah.
your person calm down. People be trying to have conversations with their people when they people are already on 10. You can't talk to me on 10. When I'm on 10, let me be. Let me be, because it's not gonna be what you want it to be if I'm on 10. Let your
So
person calm down so y'all have a level head.
so me and my ex, we both hot headed. We were both real hot headed, and she liked to fight. I don't get that. When I say hot headed, mine is more of a shutdown. Like, the way people get
Mm-hmm.
real mad, I just get real. I don't get, you know what I'm saying? I just real go to my own little spot.
Real nonchalant.
Yeah, turn the lights off, turn some rain on. You know what I'm saying? Middle of an argument. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I it out. So we had got to a point where we had a safe word. You know what I'm saying? It was spaghetti. It was spaghetti. We got to the point,
Spaghetti is insane.
but you can't forget it. You know, because it's so random. You know what I'm saying? Because it worked one time too. We had got into an argument. It was something stupid, really, but it was a build up from other stuff that had happened. It just, what they say, the feather that broke the camel's back.
Mm-hmm. Something so small just set
Yeah.
off something so big.
And by the time I realized, like, what the world, I was just like spaghetti. And she was like, I'm talking about, she was like, no. And I was like, yeah.
Spaghetti, you gotta go with it.
And we ended up laughing, you know what I'm saying? She went in there and did what she did, and I can't. And it most definitely worked, you know what I'm saying? So I will say, what you were talking about, taking that pause, taking that break. If you have to come up with, like I said, a safe word, make it something that's completely random. You know what I'm saying? And just respect it. Respect your partner enough to respect that space. You know, he's not saying or she's not saying, "No, I don't want to talk about it." Now I tell folks, just not getting to the talk about your feelings. My tone is gonna rise, and I'm gonna sound like I'm mad, but I promise you, I'm not mad. I'm just real passionate. I'm already scared in the vulnerability. If I be like, I'm feeling bad, even if stop talking, stop talking about whatever that is. We can move to something else, or we can split apart. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
definitely pause this for sure.
That I understand that, but like you said, like sometimes you real passionate. Even when you passionate about your conversation, you still gotta be mindful
Yeah,
of how you talking. I know you. I know when you get passionate about something, you trying to get your point across about it, you gonna get loud. You
yeah,
gonna over
good
talk.
time,
You ain't trying to hear nobody.
good
Like
time.
I understand it. And in that situation, you gotta hush. You gotta bring it down. You gotta bring that loudness. You gotta bring that loud and that tone out. You gotta put that down. Talk to your person like that's your safe place.
Yeah,
You
for
you
sure.
wouldn't talk when you pray. You wouldn't talk to God like that. You ain't talking to God all angry and upset and stern just because you want to be passionate about what you're talking to him about.
Facts,
So talk to your person on earth the same way you'll talk to your person in the sky. That's what I
facts.
had to keep telling myself.
I said I got to the point where I got to sit down. You know what I'm saying? I talking,
Hmm.
the moving my hands and stuff. I just go, wait. I have to and do my hands, and that kind of keeps me at that. I guess you would say like a prayer tone, like as if I'm talking to God. You know what I'm saying? It keeps me at like a real prayer tone. So yeah, most
You
definitely.
know what my problem is? I laugh.
Yeah,
Laugh at the wrong times too, like in a serious conversation. And it's not because I find something funny. It's
yeah,
because I feel myself getting so upset about something that the only thing that I found to work for me is to laugh it off.
yeah,
And it's not the best thing because now I'm laughing in my person's face and they think it's funny. I'm trying to tell them, look, I'm trying to calm down. I'm trying to be on your level and I'm trying to listen to you.
yeah.
It it don't work. It don't work. It don't work, best friend.
I think that'll come down to more of a person getting to know you too. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll come down to you're gonna take a couple of times where you piss them off with it, but you know what I'm saying. I like me growing up eating vegetables. We old school. Well, I'm just a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? Come from an older generation of that, and it was like you don't do what I say, you don't move. So I sat at the dinner table till 11, 12 o'clock plenty of times because I just did not like. I could
I don't want to eat that.
I couldn't help that I didn't like my mama ready to slap me because I'm telling her, do you go to a restaurant and order food you don't like? I don't like it. I don't know what I understand what all it
Sitting
does.
at the table crying.
Talking about real talk. But that and then it just got to the point where my parents like, he just don't like it. We just gonna have to get him vitamins and all that, you know what I'm saying, to supplement what he get from the vegetables, you know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, because I would try. It wasn't like I was like defiant and rebel. I really just didn't like, couldn't, almost throwing up. Like I used to be like, boy, you quit playing like you feel. I'm like, I'm for real. Like what I gotta
Like,
do?
I don't like it. I do not like it. Do you eat stuff that you don't like? Like, just
Yeah.
because you like it don't mean I'm supposed to like it.
I say that all the time. So I think that's more of a person getting to know you, and that more make them be like, "What's wrong? How you feeling right now?" Because I see you about to spaz out on me. What I say, what I do. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll be more of that type.
You right. You right.
Yeah. Because some things you can't help. Some things just and that's just your body calming you down. You know what I'm saying? The same all up they fears. Some people get to huffing and puffing. You just laugh. You know what I'm saying? Trying to regulate feeling. You know, that's just something your body done started doing. 'Cause I do that too. I swear I will. So, how do you feel? All right, so you just got into a heated conversation. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? May have said some things you didn't mean to say. You know, one of those. Like, it got to the point where now y'all just taking digs and ain't even about to argue. Now we just going to see, it gets like that sometimes. So when you come back, how would you feel a person would need to express themselves, like the tone of it, like you know what I'm saying? How would you feel? What would be a way that you would come back to your significant other and be like, I need to express how I feel? You know what I'm saying? What would be a good
Is
way?
this after the heated argument?
Yeah, after the heated argument, at the heated argument that
After
happened.
we done said some things that we shouldn't say?
Yeah, y'all slammed the door. Somebody done walked outside. Y'all say y'all two different places, and now it done went from night. It done went from day to night. You back home. Y'all done walked around a couple of times, looking at each other all crazy. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff done happened. And now you're going to be the bigger person and just come up to him. And how would you feel? You need after argument like that?
For me, like, this just happened to me a few weeks back.
Yeah,
Heated argument, and yeah, and people who know me for real knows, like, when I get mad and I'm mad, like, I hit below the belt.
yeah,
Once I get to running off at my mouth, like, I'ma say, like, I say some of the most messed up things ever. So I
yeah,
ended up saying something to this person, and when I said it, I knew I shouldn't have said it as soon as it came out my mouth. Like, I felt so bad about it.
yeah,
So, like, after that, I stopped talking. Like, the argument just kind of stopped. We went our separate ways. A couple hours went by. I felt bad. I kind of went to her and I was like, "Hey, do you feel like talking right now?" And she was like, "Do I have to talk?" I was like, "No, you don't have to say anything. Like, it might not be time for you to talk, but I need you to listen." She agreed.
yeah,
So we sat down and I was like, "Hey, I want to apologize for the things that I said to you, but I don't apologize for why I said those things."
yeah,
Like, and she didn't understand what I meant. And like I told her, I was like, I should have never told you X, Y, and Z. Like, that was wrong of me. I wouldn't want nobody saying that to me. I wouldn't want nobody saying that to my mama, to my daughter, to my grandmama. Like, I should have never said those things. But the feelings I had behind me saying that, I stand on that. Like, I will apologize for my wrongdoings 100 times over. But I would never apologize for why I did or said what I said. Because obviously, at some point, you made me feel that type of way.
yeah,
And once we sit there and talk about it, like I expressed like why I said those things, like how you made me feel. We started square one. Like, this is what you said. This is how I felt about what you said or what you did. This is how I felt. This was my instinct to react this way, and this is how we ended up here on my behalf. Because
Yeah,
I only speak from my behalf. And then from either that point, either she's gonna accept the apology, she's not gonna accept it. But I got a clear conscience. Like, after I done cleared my slate, I don't feel bad. I'll walk around the house in the best mood ever, and you still over there moody
yeah,
because you know that you still haven't apologized. It's
yeah,
eating you up on the inside, but I'm clear. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how I deal with it. Once I done calm down and I apologize, I'm done with it.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Facts, facts.
done with it.
That's all, like I said. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. But yeah,
Either
I'm the
you want to talk about it then, or we not gonna talk about it.
fact, and I would say I'm the same way. You know what I'm saying? Mine's is more like I always try to disarm first with an apology. You know what I'm saying for what I did, and I'm the same way. Like I may apologize for the derogatory remarks I made to you. You know the
Hmm.
stuff I knew was trying to tear you down. But the expression of I'll be like more like I apologize for saying that type of stuff to you, but this is the reason I said that type of stuff to you. It's the same way. Like I don't I apologize for how the words and like I said, everything that was derogatory towards you. I apologize for that. But the reason why is
Hmm.
such and such. And then after that, there's nothing I can do. That's out of my spirit. You know what I'm saying? You can either forgive and release it out your spirit or hold it in for some reason and try to give it back to me one day. You know what I'm saying? That exchange, transference of energy, But once you talk about
Hmm.
it, that's when you got to let it go. Take the constructive criticism, you know what I'm saying, what a lot of people cannot take. Love to give it. Love to give it. In fact, the ones who
But
can't take
can't take it.
it be the first ones to try to give it to somebody. But as soon as you say something bad, what? That's a whole nother thing.
That
But
used to be me though. That used
yeah,
to be me. I can't even lie.
yeah,
That used to be me. I used to have all the advice in the world, but you can't give me none. I wouldn't take none for nothing. What you give me advice for? I don't need it. I'm good over here. But I had to learn. I had to grow. I had to get older.
yeah.
Now, give me the advice. Give me some wisdom. I need it.
God.
I need it.
What was that? I heard something. I'm putting Shorty down. I'm putting Shorty on.
I'm putting shot on.
I swear.
That's it. That's it.
All right, so what would you say is one of your biggest turnarounds you've done in, let's say, disagreements in your relationships? I won't say arguments or, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of things may not be arguments. A lot of things you learn from arguments that can prevent the argument from even happening, too. So, what's one of the biggest things that you've learned in disagreements that you've grown from?
I think it goes back to listening to understand and not respond.
Yeah,
Like, I used to be the one that when it came down to a disagreement, to an argument, I'ma get the first, the middle, and the last word. And I'ma be the loudest. You not fit to over talk me, you not fit to out talk me, you not fit to talk better than me, and you not fit to talk. No, nah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Nah,
yeah, yeah,
that was me. That was me. I had the trophy in there. I had first place in it.
yeah,
But it was like we wasn't getting nowhere. We wasn't getting nowhere. Like, in my marriage, yeah, I'm gonna take it there. I'm gonna take it there. In my previous marriage,
yeah,
we had no understanding. We
yeah,
had no understanding whatsoever. We would disagree about a lot of stuff, and it was either what he said or what I said. It was never any compromise. And
yeah,
me being a wife, I used to just give in. I used
yeah,
to just do, just to make the relationship okay, like this. And this is where I learned,
yeah,
because
yeah,
it was like I used to just be quiet. I used to just be like, okay, if that's what you want. But then
yeah,
after the relationship, it was resentment. I resented men because I felt like men in general never wanted to listen, never wanted to understand. And I felt like I always had to be defensive. I felt like I always had to get the last word in because I came from a relationship where I
yeah, so,
never got a word in.
yeah, yeah,
You see what I'm saying? So, like, when it had got to that point, I couldn't keep a relationship now. Like it's like I be I be talking to somebody, we get to arguing, and now it's done. You see what I'm saying? Like they not hearing it. I'm too what was the word they would say? Like I come out too I'm too angry. Like
Yeah,
I was this angry woman. Like, oh, you so
bitter,
angry, you'll never get a man.
the bitter woman.
Bitter.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
bitter woman. And I didn't like that. I did not like that name on me because deep down inside, as I was healing, I didn't feel like I was bitter. I just didn't understand how to communicate. And that was the problem. My communication was terrible.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I stopped dating. I stopped talking to people. I focused on me. I
yeah,
talked to me. I talked to my friends, like, and I learned how to like respect and respect myself enough to know how to communicate with people.
yeah, for
So when
sure.
it comes down to like somebody disagreeing with me, they say what they have to say. I wait. If I'm in a disagreement with somebody, the old me will butt in right where they had me messed up at. But the new me, I'm taking bullet points. Okay, this is okay. I need to go back to this point. I need to go back to this point. But I wait until they done, and when they start talking, I ask, "Are you done? Are you sure you done?" Because
Yeah,
I didn't interrupt you while you was talking, so I need that same respect once I start talking. So if you have anything else to say, please go ahead and get it out, because when I start talking, I want you to be able to listen to me, to understand what I'm saying, and not listen to me to have something to say back.
yeah.
And look, once I learned how to communicate, I did all right. I be doing all right, I'm still single. Communication ain't why I'm single, but I'm
I would
communication on point.
I would have to say mine would be expressing my true feelings. Coming out, telling the motherfucker how I feel, and not expecting them to just common sense know. You know what I'm saying? I was bad about like you should have known, and folks be like, "No, I
You
did."
think you dating a mind reader?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I used to call it. I used to say common sense a lot. I used to be like, "That's just common sense, though." You know what I'm saying? I would get mad about if you didn't have the same common sense you would say. But then I had to start. People were brought up different than people had way different experience. I have, you know what I'm saying? Life is my right doesn't mean they're right, they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? It could be two different rights because
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So I had to really think on that and just go ahead and tell the person, well, the reason why I'm feeling this type of way because I feel like and a lot of times they be like, nigga, you thinking too deep. It wasn't even that, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I said something. If I would have never said nothing, it just would have built up until now I'm mad about you dropping hair somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm spazzing out about some shit like that, looking crazy as hell. But it really just because I bottled a whole bunch of shit in.
And I can say that you have got better with that. I've seen that as your friend. Like that's something that you took time to like fix on your own. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, best friend.
This helps with it too. Appreciate. But this helps with it too. That's why I came back with the name therapy. You know what I'm saying? I take this as therapy, as expressing how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. But yeah, most definitely proud of you too. Like I
And
said
it's good.
when we first came on, yeah, like I said, you're real sharp with your words. So I know, but you are nowhere how you would. I can most definitely tell the growth. I'm most definitely proud of you too, for sure. Most definitely.
Thank you. I just don't like arguing no more.
Yeah.
I be so calm. Like my demeanor is so calm now.
We getting old now.
I
We like
just we getting
I realized
old.
I had took a lot of time that could have just been fixed with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so now you be like, getting to argument, especially like I said, they know how to be saying, "Unc don't let you do nothing." And when you got one time and you're gone, messing with Unc them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like we we know though, because we you know what I'm saying. We've had the experience.
Know what I'ma tolerate.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And I know if I'm telling you something, I know I'm telling you something right, and you're taking it as
Mm-hmm.
like, well, I know it ain't no growth there, so I just like, well,
Attacking. They take
yeah,
it as attacking.
all I'm,
That
all I'm,
goes back to the pursue and withdrawal pattern. It's a cycle. It's a
yes,
cycle.
Really is. You either gotta break it or you gotta step away. Real talk. In that instance, you either gotta put in the work to break it. You know what I'm saying? See if that person wants to actually put that type of work in. You know what I'm saying? If not, we got know when to hold them, know when to fold them,
Mhm.
know
Come
when to
on,
fold.
man.
'Em. I'm telling you.
Cause one thing about it, you know how people will say that, oh, he said he's gonna change. She said that she's gonna change. That's not your person. That's not your person. If a person has to change to be with you, then that's not your person, because it's too many people out here for somebody to change and mold themselves to be somebody that you want them to be. It's somebody out there that's already out there for you. And that's why it's so many arguments, because people be with people because they like the way they look. They like what they have. And they're not compatible on the inside. They don't have the same communication skills. They wasn't raised with the same mindsets. Some people was raised off of love and some people was raised off of survival. And a
Hmm.
person who was raised off of love
And some.
cannot be with someone. Typically it's a lot to it. Like, that's why dating is important. Like, we tend to start talking to someone and want to instantly get with them, and now, like, once you start going through stuff, you don't know how that person reacts. Me, I date, and I date within all seasons. I need to see you happy. I need to see how you are mad. I need to see how you are sad. I need to see how you are when you fall off. I need to see you in all aspects, so I know how you act. Because if you act a certain way when you mad, that might not be something I want to tolerate. And I'm not gonna be in a relationship with you. And I'm not gonna waste my time being in a relationship with you, because you're not fit to say, oh, you wasting my time, you played me. No, I'm gonna get all this settled in the front end. It ain't no catching on the back end. This ain't finesse two times.
Yep, yep, yep. Like, go check out episode 2. We talk about all that, the talking stage. Episode 2, the talking stage. We talk about, I talk about all that. Like, I'm 3 to 6 months to a
Mm-hmm.
thing. We gonna know what we got going on. I ain't just finna jump, and we could have just stayed friends. You know what I'm saying? On some, I help you do this on your side, you help me do this. But as far as taking my time right now and me putting effort and energy and emotional value into it, yeah, we most definitely gonna talk that through before we get into that. I mean, we gonna get to know each other for sure.
Most definitely. And bring them around your family, your friends, because even when we can't see the red flags, they
Yep,
can.
most definitely, and listen to them.
They can.
Pray about it. Get in your Bible.
Please. Please.
Spirit, the Holy Spirit will save you for a bunch of things. That spirit of discernment is a bunch of things. Telling you.
Yes, you ain't lying.
Dang. So we're gonna end with a question for our audience. This is gonna be dropping on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube, so you can leave it in the comments on there. What does arguing with love look like to you? Not just arguing, but some of the points we went over. Arguing with love look like to you. I think to you when the way you put it, great way. You know what I'm saying? Talk to your person like you talk to somebody that you want to give to, and somebody care for you the way you care for yourself. Talk to them like you would talk to God. That would save a whole lot of things. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take your time and explain it out to God. He know. It's just something about just make you be like, I want you to understand really what's going on, God. You know what I'm saying? So the same way, make them
Right.
and have a faith enough in them that they're gonna take it in a caring way and give you love back, even if it is. It's still going to be said in a loving, caring way for sure.
In my opinion, I feel like arguing with love looks like it's me and you versus the problem, not me versus you versus the problem.
Correct.
Like, you take that time to pause when the argument gets too heated. Like,
Yeah.
you speak from feelings and not accusations. Like, don't be accusing a person during the argument. Like, be honest about how you feel. And like I keep saying, you argue to understand, not to win. It's not a war. It's not a war. You don't try to win. Don't try to get the last word. If y'all just love each other, love on each other, and remember that the person that's standing in front of you that you arguing with, that's your person. That's not your enemy. That is not your enemy, and we tend to do that.
Facts. We really do. We really do. Most definitely listen to understand, not listen to react. For sure. For sure. Well, that was a good one, T. Air. I do appreciate you jumping on my
It
podcast.
was. It was. It was a long time coming.
Hey, most definitely was. Most definitely was. We gonna have us a nice little flow going into the next one as well. You got your notes. What's episode 4? What's the title of episode 4? I can't think of it.
Episode. I don't think I have. Hold on. Let me see. I don't
Go
think I
up
have
high.
them on me.
Go up high.
Episode 4 was falling in love versus staying in love.
Okay, okay. So episode 1 was what does love look like you today? Episode 2 was the talking
Hmm.
stage. This episode right here was arguing without tearing each other down. And then we're gonna get to the next episode. So it kind of got like a little flow to it, you know what I'm saying? It got like a flow
I
to it.
get it. I see what you were doing. I
Yeah,
seen what you did there.
let him cook.
This
I mean,
season is most definitely gonna fit some relationships. I
oh
see
yeah.
what you're doing, Dr. Kenny. Dr. Kenny, you fixing some relationships. I see it.
So the main takeaway from today is communication over confrontation, man. Talk it out. Be honest. Honestly talk it out. Honestly talk it out. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna help you. I know, like I said, for men, I'm gonna take from the men's side, I know it's tough, guys. I know it's tough, but you're gonna want to go ahead. It's gonna hit you, but it's not gonna hit you like it will after you done spent thousands of dollars and plenty of your time. You know what I'm saying? If you go ahead and be emotional, vulnerable, and they tear that thing, it's gonna hit you like, all right, I'm embarrassed. But it's not gonna do it. Go ahead and talk about it, man. I'm telling you. From experience, I'm telling you, go ahead and talk about it for sure.
And
And
your
it'll
woman appreciate you so much more. She'll appreciate you so much more if you talk to her.
I'm telling you, free game. I'm telling you, free game, fellas. Free game. I'm telling you. There's nothing soft about
Listen to him.
fear. Because we do feel, I don't care how tough you look, I promise you, we do feel. It's nothing soft about. That's a standard. Like I said, niggas need more standards. That's showing her your value. I can't take that. I'm gonna tell you right now. I felt this type of way when you did that, and we ain't finna do that. And if you can't handle that, then we need to go ahead and appreciate the time.
And
So
men, don't let nobody tell you and your feelings because you get to express it yourself. Ain't
just
nothing wrong with telling your person how you feel.
tell them, yes, I am.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
I had a woman tell me that. Man, you all of your feelings. Yes, I am, and you the reason I am. I usually ain't, but right now you the reason I am because of such and such. You know what I'm saying? It's ways to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's ways to do it.
Hmm.
And
Don't
after
bash a man for being open with you, then wonder why he closed up.
facts, facts. If you want a guy that's gonna tell you about his day and how you feel, man, be that safe space. Don't bring it back up later on in an argument for firepower. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That safe space. And I promise you, he. Well, all right, guys.
Exactly, exactly.
Era will be back on episode 4, so make sure y'all come back to that one as well. That I don't really just have any dates that I drop them on, but they're gonna be dropped in an order. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 10 episodes in this season right here. Uh,
Y'all get me
hopefully,
again.
yeah, we got big plans. We got big plans for this podcast. I'm gonna come to the other side, and I'm gonna start talking about yeah, a little book on starting your own LLC, LLNs, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get on that side of after we get out the relationship, we're gonna get into finances and entrepreneurship as well. So I want to get you on some of those as well too, for sure. So all right, y'all, make sure y'all
Most
tune
definitely.
in episode. I got my girl T. Erin, it's your boy iMac. We signing out.
Peace, y'all.